Hey guys, Pete here. I want to talk to you and explain level of service and the difference when you're doing your flat rate repair books, okay? Why you want to consider level of service over subscribing to a flat rate system out there that has every single repair for every single scenario. And in particularly, if you're going to build this yourself, and the reason why when I did level of service flat rate pricing program, I used free tools in order to calculate the financials aspect of that so that it'll automatically calculate your books for you, as well as the visual impact using a free software that allows you to look professional and print your own books and you own it. And I think going into the new economy, it's really going to be important, but let me give you a little insight here. So this is the overall book, and what level of service is basically, instead of having every repair, let me jump in every repair real quick. I started working on this, and the reason I did this is I had people asking me, Pete, how long should it take to do this? How long should it take to do that? And my assumption was that most of the people who would be taking this course would be, you know, they kind of know how long it takes to change a motor. But then I had people who are from outside of the technical end and they need guidance on this. So I started putting this together. But guys, I mean, look at all these different scenarios. And I still don't have it all done. And I don't even know if I'm going to complete it, to be honest with you. I am going to include this in the program so that, you know, if you guys want to look at some of this stuff, and, you know, if you want to know how long you should charge for a door switch on a furnace, for example, or you know, how long you should charge to put in easy seal. Basically, we're using something called level of service instead of a flat rate for every repair. But just looking at every repair, I mean, I hadn't even broken these down yet. I stopped in hydronics because that's not my area of expertise, and I'm having to get some references on that so to make sure I'm accurate. You know, I've done some, but over the years, but not a whole lot. I'm more straight cool gas systems, even oil systems. But anyway, compressors. Look at all the different compressor scenarios. I mean, for me, look. Do I care what the refrigerant charge or the phase of the compressor is when it comes to how long it takes me to do the work? No, it's going to take me the same. So the variable there is how much the parts cost and how much the materials cost. And then maybe if I had to have a helper and things like that. But I don't need that. And that's why when I created this, I just keep it simple. I mean, do I compare if it's a contactor or a capacitor? No, it's about the same amount of time to do this repair. And so a level 1 repair, category 1, for example, is any basic electrical or mechanical repair using level 1 materials, such as a generic contactor or a capacitor or contactor, right? And I've got a technical code in there for the technicians to help guide them. But even, you know, like the Turbo 200, you know, you've got this one here because of its price point. This one here, it's just a matter of putting it in the right category. And so when I was looking at this and thinking, well, how do I do this for more scenarios? Because fundamentally, if we're going to do this for every repair, it defeats the purpose. So what I've done on this one is a couple of things. The idea is to use free software, number one. So I'm using Google Sheets so that when you enter in all your numbers, your pricing is going to be accurate. I mean, very accurate. We're not doing the dual overhead that everybody else is doing. We're dialed in on the overhead. We know exactly what it needs to be. We got your sales tax in there. We've got your credit card fee in there. We've got any commissions you put in there. We've got warranty reserve in there. We've got just fuel expenses, just everything that pertains to the company expenses is built into the pricing. So we know that your break even is accurate. So then it's just amount of, well, how much net profit do you feel is fair to charge to your customers? And this can vary. And you obviously have to look at the market value out there and everything else, but it's still a valid point. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like over on the pricing side. So this is the software back over here. And again, I use Google Sheets because it's free, and once you upload this, you own it. You don't have to pay this monthly fee all the time. So I might come in here and look at some different repair. Actually, this is removed. Let me look at this one over here. Oops, wrong tab. Let me look at this one over here. So I might come in here and look at my level one of that. Let's say that capacitor. It's a $30 part. It's 1 hour. This is what my regular out the door price is to the customer. And again, credit card fee is figured in there, sales tax, labor, fuel expense, contingency, warranty reserve, just everything is calculated in way over here. So when we put all that stuff in here, all that data is in here, and this pulls from a master page, which is your company's expenses. But here's the point I wanted to make. Put your most common repairs together so that when we're looking at your actual book, which may be this, and so here's, you print this out, two-sided, laminate, put a little spiral on there, and you got a nice book. And yeah, you may turn to this here and say, well, I've got a condensate pump, and that's going to be $682 out the door. Maybe I don't know if that's the right price. These are just templates, okay, guys? But what if we use, let me bounce back over here real quick. What if we use this? It's called level of service. So depending on what level is what you charge. Okay, so here's what that looks like. So right here, all of these are 1 hour repairs. So anything that's like $25 or less, I'm charging this particular repair number, C1L01 PRS, primary repair standard. I mean, if it's a member, they get a little discount, but this represents my standard pricing. If it's a $50 part, I'm going to use this repair number, and this is going to be the amount. And so this way, I don't have to go in and have every stinking scenario in here. I can look at a job, if I'm a technician, and say, this is going to take me an hour and a half. And if it's going to take me an hour and a half, I get off the 1 hour page, I go to the 1 hour, a half hour page, and I say, well, I've got $100 worth of materials. Here's my repair number. It's $674. I flip to my repair book. And so this is what that page may look like. This is just one of the templates I put together. And so I'm going to go to that category, that level, and then here's the repair number and everything. I'm going to point this to with my customer, and they're going to flip through there. If I've got, let's say, upselling, I want to look at different voltage protection. You got solid states in this new systems. So a basic surge protector might be this one. Here's my more robust deluxe, and here's my voltage monitoring system with built-in surge protection. Maybe that's what you want. Or IAQ, you want this, or this, right? And so these are some examples that you can do, like a single pole open contactor versus sealed, a bit more money versus one built in with time delay, sealed, and it's got a 5-year warranty, et cetera, and so forth. So these are scenarios. Now, even though this isn't in here, the back of the book, I've shown you this. If they bring up the part and they ask you, $390 for a contactor, you say no. You close the book, you flip to this back page, and you say this is level of service. The part is just included in that, but this is what you're paying for. All of our business expenses, our advertising, our telephone bills, my time to be out here, that vehicle sitting out front, all the inventory sitting on that vehicle, all the stuff that comes involved. You're not getting a part, you're getting this. And what is this? It's quick and accurate diagnosis. We're professionals. It's professional grade parts. We're not ordering stuff off of Amazon, okay? It's in stock and ready to repair right now. It's on that vehicle out there. That's what a level of service is. That's what a service is. It's full warranty, parts and labor. I'm not Amazon and going to deny you because you wired it wrong and you burn it up, and then you're not going to get any warranty on that. But if we do that, you expect us to know what we're doing. Of course, we're going to warranty that. We're going to stand behind it. We're fully licensed, insured. You get peace of mind. It costs us hundreds of dollars just to pull in your driveway, and most people don't understand that. So that's an example of how you deal with those types of conversations. But level of service allows you to accurately price every potential scenario. So it doesn't just limit you to heating and air. If you do electrical, if you do plumbing, if you do anything else, you know what your company's department overhead is. And that's part of the training, by the way. We go through that. And we want to make sure all the overhead and everything is built into the training. We got all of your labor costs associated with what you pay that hourly. So we call that burdened hourly, the burdened labor. So if you're paying a technician $40 an hour, your burden might be $55 an hour. That's what it actually costs you, the business owner. Things like that. So we have all of that figured out so that you can price accurately. And we use free tools such as Google Sheets to do the calculations, and Canva, and that's what you were looking at on that price book, to do that. So that's what level of service is. It's a step above time and material, right? Because we're not going to put the burden on the homeowner. It's up to us to know how long this thing's going to take. And it's very accurate. We're not doing dual overhead where we're marking up our labor one thing and our parts another thing. And that's what most of your flat rate systems are you using. I mean, you can do that if you want. It's like there's a lot of flexibility in when you create your own and when we put this thing together. But if this is of interest to you, I'm going to have a link below. I'm trying to finish the training videos because I'm doing modular instead of before. I've done these whole seminars, and it's just a lot easier. So that if you got a question on one part, you know what video, what 5-minute video to go to get the information and move. Because time is money. As we're out there doing the hustle, the economy is getting tighter. It's strategies like this that allows you to get dialed in and know exactly what it costs you to do that repair. That's how you know what to charge based on what it costs your company, what it costs you to do this. Okay. And you're going to have to, this takes a little bit of work to set up. It's not, you just flip a switch and it's done for you. You have to do the work, but, Pete will hold your hand, walk you through it. It'll be right. So anyway, that's what level of service is. Hopefully that makes sense. I just want to throw this video out there real quick because I don't think people get this. You keep paying that subscription every month if you want. You can build your own. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatest. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.